to be a great asset for the NBA. Great stuff, David. Thank you. And the Houston Rockets starting five. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Tucker and Capella are up front. And it's House in at the 3 spot. And for the Clippers, Ivica Zubac is out there with Mo Harkless. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. And it's Beverly in at the 1 spot. A superstar summer, Greg, for the Los Angeles Clippers in Kawhi Leonard and in Paul George. Greg, they have 2 elite wings, great defenders in their prime.
Give them credit, but also Kawhi Leonard pushing the levers behind the scenes. He wanted another superstar to join him in recruiting Paul George, who still had 2 years left on his deal in OKC. Kawhi took unprecedented control of his free agent destiny.
Stolen by Westbrook. Over Beverly. They get it back. Here's Leonard. Back to Beverly. On the wing, George. Stolen by Westbrook. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Westbrook.
Oh, just exceptional focus from Harden on the drive, knowing that the D can't stop him no matter what they do.
Outside Leonard. Six on the shot clock. Right wing. Here's Beverly. He doesn't hit that one. So Houston will take it the other way. Last time they came together was in Los Angeles, where they fell to the Clippers.
And they lost a close one last time they saw each other. And you have to think that it was the foul trouble that really kept them from getting the win.
You think about how many minutes that cost their starters. No question that had an impact on such a close game.
And that one's good. Leonard.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
And it's sent back by Leonard. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. Clippers with the ball. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Harkless. George up top. Guarded by Tucker. Stolen by Tucker. Down low. It's deflected. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here. Let's have a look at the league's top scorers for the past month. To say these guys have been hot is an understatement. James Harden, number 1.
What a performance offensively. Something has really clicked with his game over this stretch.
He's looking for Tucker and finds him. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
It's easy to see how Harden's been the league's top assist man before. I mean, he makes the special feeds.
The pass to Zubac. Outside Leonard. The 3. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load. He just can't find the touch this quarter. He's got to keep grinding, though, and looking for the best shot possible.
And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Harden kicks to Westbrook. Fires the 3. That will not drop. Still looking for his groove. He's 1 of 6 so far from the floor.
His scoring has not been there at all tonight. I mean, it tells you a lot about their team that they have the lead anyway.
Here's George. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Westbrook, no good.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Oh, man, awful display from him so far. But you know he's going to keep working to try to turn it around.
Here's Leonard. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Leonard's got 10 points in the game.
Well, with the role he's on this quarter, they're going to keep going to him and get that lead even bigger.
And out of St. John's, Mo Harkless in his 7th NBA season.
Yeah, and he's coming into his own as a defensive-minded wing. I mean, his offense is still a work in progress, but he's still in his mid-20s. He's got some time.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Yeah, that was a fun one to watch. Love seeing the desire that comes through when a team knows they have to turn it up to pull off the comeback.
And with a moment, let's check out the stats for Leonard. He's been dominant over the last month, averaging about 24 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
He's oozing with confidence. I mean, and it shows. Every time he steps on the floor, he expects to dominate.
And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Yeah, with no defensive pressure at all, you've got to be able to make that exchange.
Outside, George. Pass to Harkless. Kicks it to Beverly. 6 to shoot. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Knocked away. George. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
For 3, Westbrook cans it from downtown. Westbrook's got his second bucket of the night.
You know, not a good start for him offensively, just 2 of 8 from the field, but his confidence has not waned.
Zubac's the best to George. Westbrook pulls it in. Rockets have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
He's so aggressive at that end of the floor, and that's a quality all great scorers have.
Well, you knew after the Paul George trade that the Thunder would look to sell on Westbrook as well. Just part of the rebuild at this point. His agent did well to get him to a team looking to compete. A great fit for a player in this stage of Russ's career.
Free throw good, Westbrook. Chris, if your team's style of play doesn't seem to be working, do you still have time within a season to change it?
There's always time, as long as everyone is on the same page. And if something's not working, the worst thing you can do is to keep going in that direction. You need to bring everyone in, let them know the mistakes that we've made, let them know our new outlook, and ask everyone, are they in on it? And if they're not, those guys that aren't in on it, you stay in the locker room. We'll be back after the game. And if everyone's in on it, we're going to have a heck of a time. We're going to have a heck of a time because now we have a new outlook. And sometimes with a new outlook, it brings positive energy.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And here are the Rockets. 9 points in a row. Good run for them right now. And Harden now, top of the key. Poked away. From past the arc. Shot clock reset for the Rockets. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Love watching Capella position himself as the shot goes up, utilizing his physical advantage so well. Well, to me, Clint Capella is a classic center. I mean, I love his hands. Great footwork. I mean, he takes what is given to him. He plays inside, protects the rim. And if you throw it up, he'll finish it with authority.
And the Clippers making a change here. Williams has checked in. And a switch here also for Houston. Ben McLemore, he's checked in for Danuel House. With Capella, that finishing and rebounding are key to his game.
Yeah, and he's only going to keep getting better, Kevin, which is a scary prospect for every other center in the NBA.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, the defensive intensity has to pick up, and I'm sure coach is going to let them know that.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You take a look at Los Angeles. They're sitting pretty, second place, and looking to take the top spot. And, of course, the Rockets, a couple spots below.
You know, for Los Angeles, they have caught the entire league off guard. This was not a position anyone thought they'd be in at this stage of the season.
Well, yeah, Greg, I mean, they had a plan coming into the year. I mean, they stuck to it, and it's worked to perfection.
Westbrook passes to Harden. Houston moving it around. Here's Tucker. Sinks the triple. Tucker's got 5 now.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. I mean, jumping out to an impressive early lead.
Good on the shot.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Yeah, and this is what you love to see. Both teams going at it, working to get to their spots and cashing in.
The 3 from Harden. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
Oh, yeah, they certainly found something along the perimeter. Just an onslaught of 3-point bombs.
Now, here's Beverly. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Leonard on the wing, guarded by McLemore. Got a piece of it. Launches it. But they'll get another chance. Williams outside. That shot off. And Houston the other way now. And here are the Rockets. They're on an 18-4 run. To the left wing. Back to Westbrook. Now Capella. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against San Antonio.
He didn't ignore the defensive aspect either. I mean, his 3 blocks tell that story.
Landry Shamet's checked in for Patrick Beverly. And a switch here also for Houston. Cephalosha's checked in. Outside Leonard. Pass to Shamet. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. No good. Shot missing. Great D that time from Leonard. Shamet kicks to Leonard. Trains the three-pointer. Leonard's got it back down to single digits for the Clippers.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
And here's Westbrook from the arc. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
And it goes down 2 points.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Kevin, it was an up-and-down season for the Rockets last year. I mean, they started out very slow, and then because of injury, but it took them a while to get into the playoff picture. But how about this? They won their division and only nabbed the 4th seed in the playoffs.
Passes it to Leonard. There's the dish to George. Westbrook with it. George picks him up for the throw. Oh, that was an impressive throwdown.
Nasty.
When you put everything into your defense like Tucker does, good things happen. Like easy points off of a terrific steal.
The pass to Leonard. The 11-footer. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
In the corner, it's Westbrook. Off target from outside.
Even for a player who's not a three-point specialist, I mean, that's a shot you got to knock down.
Williams for three. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Capella's got 4 rebounds in this game. Sefolosha passes to Tucker. And here's Westbrook. They just worked San Antonio in that last game. 4 on the clock. The tray. Rebound by Williams. Clippers trail by 11. Pass to Leonard. There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Williams. 20 points for him last game against Phoenix.
Yeah, and don't forget about his passing. I mean, he didn't forget about his teammates. He was spreading the ball all over the floor.
McLemore with the ball. Boy, that win the other night against the Spurs. Another guy who really showed up to play. Pass to Capella. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Such a strong player. Even when you hit Capella, he still possesses the muscle to get it done.
This is his second attempt at the line tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Chandler comes in for P.J. Tucker, and it's Rivers in for Russell Westbrook.
There weren't any Swiss players in the NBA until just a few years ago, but now Capella is one of several guys from Switzerland making an impact in this league.
Mann passes to Green. Here's Magruder. Got it from 16 feet.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
Russell Westbrook has been leading the charge for the Houston Rockets. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. And we'll be back with you shortly. Russell Westbrook is surly disposition on the court, but he talks about the power of positivity with his teammates.
Throughout the years, I've been trying to find ways to be a better leader. Leadership was a huge thing, and I felt the way I reacted to certain plays and my facial expressions and my demeanor can change a lot for a teammate.
You can't win it alone.
And for superstar players like Westbrook, individual greatness isn't enough. It's about elevating the team around them.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And for the Rockets here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Yeah, GA, great balance of efficiency and intensity, which is why they hold the early lead.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. Setting the floor for the Clippers. We've got Green. He's out there with Harrell. And it's Mann in at the two-guard spot. Rockets leading by 12. Sefolosha dishes to Rivers. Passes it to McLemore. Takes a three. Doesn't go that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. After this one, they're off to San Antonio to take on the Spurs. That one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell. Most teams now look to run early and often, Chris. And there are some keys to finding success, aren't there, in the transition game?
Yeah, and the first key is you run fast and you speed up the pace, but that doesn't mean you hurry and take a hurried shot. Pacing and speed is all about getting it past half court to see if the defense is set, and if they're not, to take advantage. But it's a two-step process. And for teams to just run all crazy or willy-nilly like my grandfather used to say, well, you're not going to do anything but play fast and bad.
And he makes the first.
Yeah, it's no doubt that Houston now is championship or bust. We've seen it. I mean, they've dished out huge contracts going full win mode now. I mean, they're putting it all on the line with this team.
And the Rockets making a change here. House is checked in. And McLemore drops them both. And the Rockets desperate for a return to the NBA Finals.
The team has had their chances. They just need to make the most of them. I mean, front office, they're doing what they can help to make the most of Harden's prime. I mean, you have to admire their willingness to go for it now.
And Chandler sends it back.
And how about the basketball IQ of Chandler? Just knows exactly when to sky and commit to blocking shots.
Here's Magruder. He's guarded by Chandler. Now the pass to Mann. Pass to Magruder. Ripped away. Now here's Chandler. Defense is right there. Now here is Cephalosha. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And there's a whistle. That goes on Landry Shamet. That's his first foul. And the Clippers making a switch here. Harkless is checked in. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Rivers. And a miss there on the triple. Clippers trail by 11. Mann guarded by McLemore. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by McLemore. To the inside, House. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Rockets have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department. Free throw drops for House.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Zubac is checked in for Los Angeles. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Harden's checked in. Good on both. Here's Magruder. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Harden. All alone. And Harden with the stuff.
Well, Kevin, how about the quick hands of Harden? They're easily coming up with the steal thanks to his activity.
Mann, he's guarded by Rivers. Pass to Zubac. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Tyson Chandler. The Clippers shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. So he gets them both. I'll grade the Clippers signing of Kawhi Leonard and Paul George the grand finale of the wildest summer in NBA free agent history.
A ton of big moves. You think of the star players who've changed teams, 1/3 of the league's all-NBA selections, and 5 out of 10 of the reigning all-star starters. In the end, we saw 7 players who've changed teams, signing for over $100 million each. Put that in perspective, only 8 players had ever done that in league history.
That free throw good from Harden. Chris, you were a tremendous passer. One of my favorites. Are there more playmaking bigs in the NBA now than back in the day?
That's a good question. I don't know if there are more, but I tell you what, there are some exciting ones. And if you guys don't believe me, just turn on the TV and go watch the Nuggets play. There's a man called the Joker, Jokic. Oh, my goodness, can he pass that ball? He and Horford right now, oh, man, 2 of my favorite passes in the game.
Well, sometimes it just looks unfair with the way Harden can create space. And then, Chris, he'd get that shot off.
Come on, Kev, it's just sick. His step-back jumper is a thing of beauty. I'm not talking about his almost travel double step-back, just his regular one. I mean, he has so many tools to create space with his footwork, and he makes the most out of what you give him.
It'll go. The Rocket lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Beverly.
And they're shooting really well from long range this quarter. They should keep looking to the three-point shot for some extra offense.
The offensive rebound.
Look, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should have been easy.
Passes it to Green. Shot clock at 6. Here's man. Zubac trying to break loose. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for the Rockets. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Suns in Phoenix. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stand. From deep Harden, the Rockets again can't hit.
And he hasn't been able to do much damage outside the three-point line. Just 1 triple for him in the game, and that was back in the first quarter.
Beverly, the pass to Green. He kicks it to Beverly. No good from outside.
A little too aggressive on that shot. He's not the guy they want shooting these tough threes.
It's stolen by Green. Harkless on the wing. Baseline J on the way. Tyson Chandler pulls it in.
Oh, he found the open space from mid-range. Just maybe rush his release a little bit.
Harden the pass to Rivers. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And for Rivers, it's about being consistent, especially when he's taking these jumpers.
Here's Beverly. It's good. Beverly's got 5 points in the quarter.
Taking it up strong against size. He does not lack for confidence.
No, absolutely not. And in his mind, no one can stop him on that, no matter the size.
Rivers kicks to Harden. And now the Clippers on the break. Here's man, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on James Harden. The Clippers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. Leonard, he's checked in for Jermichael Green. And then for Houston, P.J. Tucker comes in for Cephalosha. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Austin Rivers. And he's good on the second.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Now, here is Harden. Tight defense on him. And the rejection by Zubac. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac. And the Clippers making a change here. Williams is checked in. Beverly against Westbrook. Misses from close range.
A fantastic effort on D to get up in his face and deny the layup.
Williams passes to Beverly. Williams against Westbrook. Lock at 6. There's the pass to Harkless. Buries it from three-point range. Harkless has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Rockets leading by 5. Here's Harden. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And this is Harden's specialty. He's a wizard at getting contact, finding a way to finish.
And Greg, when you're discussing and comparing James Harden and what he's done these last few years, you have to do it on a very historic level.
He's going to go down as one of the best to ever play the game. His production is incredible, and the skill level really is groundbreaking. Easily the best off guard in the league. And most fans think of the Rockets as offense only, but that's not the case at all.
No, G.A., I mean, they force a good amount of turnovers, and they trap pretty well. I mean, the defense has been solid for them the past few years, if you ask me. Nothing mind-blowing, but this team is certainly not one-sided.
Leonard, no luck. For Houston, they've gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9.
Oh, I love how Harden pulls once he gets the ball. If you play off him just a little bit, it'll cost you.
Outside Leonard. Westbrook pulls it in. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Pass to House. Back to Westbrook. Houston needs to get a shot off. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Houston. On Saturday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns. And then on Monday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Sacramento to take on the Kings.
And for that matchup against the Nets, on paper, you'd expect them to come away with the win, but this might be one of those trap games where they let it get away from them if they aren't focused.
Rockets leading by 11. And here's Harden for 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got his 6th rebound on the night. Stolen by Westbrook. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Leonard kicks to Zubac. Williams for 3. It's good from long range. Williams has got his 2nd bucket of the night. Houston's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let him fly. Harden, that's good.
This quarter expending tremendous energy at the offensive end, and he's not slowing down. He's still calling for it.
Chandler against Zubac. Back to Williams. Harkless on the wing. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Harkless has got 6 in the quarter.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
It's talk about it. The great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
Clippers trail by 8. Now Beverly. He's got 5. And the foul on Harden. That's foul number 2 for him.
I appreciate the aggression, but that's already his second foul. He's got to play it a little safer now.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Harrell comes in for Ivica Zubac. And Paul George is subbed in for Harkless. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Houston. Williams kicks to Harrell. Back to Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Stolen by Harden. Shoots the 3. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Well, when he's hitting from range on a consistent basis, it makes everything easier offensively.
Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
And a moment here to look at the numbers for Capella. 2nd in rebounding, 5th in field goal percentage, and he's also ranked in the top 10 in blocks per game. No trespassing when he's in the lane.
And again, look what he's done so far this season. Wiping the boards clean, ranking 2nd in the league in rebounds. Outstanding effort. Landry Shamet's checked in for Los Angeles. And a change for the Rockets. Ben McLemore, he's checked in for Danuel House. Westbrook finds Tucker. From outside the arc, it's hauled in by Los Angeles. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
And as long as you do that, you put yourself in a good position to win, no matter if you're home or away.
Here's Harden on the wing. He's guarded by Williams. And there it is for him. Harden's got 22 points.
He's not playing around. I mean, he hit the ground running the first quarter, and he's only turned it up in the second.
Pass to Leonard for the 3. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got 6 rebounds in the game.
If his performance this quarter is any indication, I don't think he's the one who's going to let them out of the hole.
George looking over the floor for 3. Can't hit that one. The Rockets go the other way with it. Here's Harden. Count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
His individual effort has been outstanding tonight, and it's helped him grab the lead.
29 seconds left in the first half. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's foul number 2 for him. Outside, George. 16 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. George double teamed and wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And here are the Rockets now. And here's Harden. From deep. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Houston in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. The defensive work they've done against Paul George has been a big factor. He hasn't done anywhere near the kind of damage we expected. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Tyson. How have you controlled the tempo in the game in the first half?
I think the way we came out defensively, we locked into their sets. We're taking them out of what they want to accomplish. Because of that, we're able to make some shots on the other end.
Tyson, thanks. We'll see you in the second half. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. James Harden led the way in the first half. He ended up with 24 points, 2 rebounds, and also 3 steals. Coming off a great game last time out, he's turning it up a notch already here tonight. Kenny, what'd you think about the Rockets?
I love how they opened the game up. They pushed the ball up court at every opportunity, and they put the defense on their heels. But it wasn't just a track meet. It was a well-thought-out strategy that the coaches had way beforehand. We'll see what adjustments get made to try to stop their transition game in the second half.
And over to Shaq. Now your take on the Clippers.
The first thing to say is, what's up with the turnovers? Jeez. You can live with some missed shots and stuff like that, but you can't keep turning the ball over. It's crushing for a team. It just saps all your confidence when you play a half like that, Ernie. Ugh.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
And it's the Clippers with the ball. They trail by 16. Taking a look at the Rockets. Tucker and Capella are up front. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. And it's House in at the small forward position. Westbrook with it. Over Beverly. Here's Capella. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
I mean, and Capella really using his massive shoulders to draw contact, not afraid to go right up into the grill of the defender.
And a boon it was for the Rockets to be able to keep Clint Capella. A great fit with the team and gives them exactly what they need on the interior.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. And Greg Capella, who was taken near the end of the first round back in 2014 in the draft, has developed well during his time with Houston.
And Capella's game has really taken off in the last few seasons. He looks to be a double-double machine for this team for the next handful of years, and that is exactly what they need.
No good on the second free throw. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for Los Angeles. It's a 16-point game. He dishes it to George. And it's off from three-point range. The Rockets shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. And Westbrook gets it to go.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
And here are the Clippers. At the elbow, it's George. Over Harden. George passes to Zubac. Back to George. Now here's Harkless. 6 on the shot clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And it's Leonard missing.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and gotten the perfect position to alter the shot.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Here's Zubac. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. From deep, George. It's rebounded by Houston. Westbrook's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
An 0-for-3 start to the first half is finally behind them. I mean, now maybe they can get something rolling.
There's the 3. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
The shot by George, wide open. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And it's 9 points for Paul George.
And he's got his first 3 of the game. Took more than a half to do it, though.
Harden the pass to Tucker. Back to Harden. Puts up a 3, and Russell Westbrook with the 3. Westbrook's got 9 points here in the second half.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
Rockets leading by 23. To the middle. Dishes it to Tucker. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
Well, I love P.J. Tucker. He's a player that doesn't do a whole lot in the box score, but he passes the eye test. He plays defense, he's tough, he rebounds, and you know he'll hit that corner 3.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And Tucker, Chris, the type of player who will do all the small things for a team.
Yeah, he doesn't need to be anything more than he is with the stars on his team, and he knows that. Tucker's a great glue guy. He sets screens, guards anyone, rebounds, hits his shots.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Green, he's checked in for Zubats, and Rodney McGruder's subbed in for Kawhi Leonard.
Quick fact for you guys, P.J. Tucker is the #1 sneakerhead in the NBA, and it's not even close. The man owns hundreds and hundreds of kicks. In the 2018 playoffs, P.J. wore 22 different pairs of shoes in 17 games.
The Rockets making a switch here. Cephalosha's checked in. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. 6 to shoot. Knocks it loose. And here comes House, leading the fast break. And that one is good.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
And Beverly kicks to Harkless. Back to Beverly. Shot clock at 6. Passes it to Harkless. Over Cephalosha. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Harden draws the double. And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul. So both teams making some changes here. Now Cephalosha. He's still scoreless so far in this one. The 8-footer. And it's Capella missing.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
The pass to Mann. 6 to shoot. Tipped away. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by Clint Capella. The 3. Rivers can't get it to go. Los Angeles has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That is his first foul of the game. Harrell, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Danuel House. Mann, he's guarded by Rivers. Mann passes to Green. Clock at 6. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Harrell Los Angeles with another miss. Houston's gotten 12 of their points from long range in the third quarter, going 4 of 5 shooting. Man, he's guarded by Rivers. Here's Magruder. No good off the front iron. And it's Houston's ball. They're on a 16-5 run. Knocked loose. Here's Mann. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Harden's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Sefolosha. And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Landry Shamet's checked in for George. Ben McLemore, he's checked in for Houston. Here's Harden. Right through the D for the layup. Harden's got 26 points. Now there's the talk about lowering the minimum draft age from 19 back to 18. And Chris, how much of a difference does that 1 year make in a player's maturity?
It makes so much difference. I mean, you're young, you're coming into a league, you're playing against grown men. Just physically, your body hasn't been able to catch up. How do you handle the travel, being away from your family? Many times this guy's first time being away from their families that long. So it is a maturity process, but at the same time, there's only such a few. And if you're one of the few that have the skill set and you're ready to come to this level, we should welcome you with open arms.
Outside, Green. 5 on the clock. Here's Mann. And the Clippers miss again.
And maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I'm not sure who'd agree with him.
Yeah, not everyone has Steph Curry's shooting ability. I'd be surprised. I'd be hurt if he tries another one like that again.
Harden the pass to Chandler. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And with the pause here, how about the stats for Harden? 1st in scoring, 5th in steals, and such a great distributor and decision maker, among the top 10 in assists per game.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number 1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. And the first one drops.
Yeah, and Chandler, a difference maker defensively. The shot blocking, the controlling of the lane. He also gobbles up those rebounds.
And the Clippers making a change here. Williams is checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. C-Web, the NBA always trying to improve every aspect of the game, and that includes officiating.
Yeah, and it should include officiating, one of the most important parts of the game and one of the toughest jobs within the business of basketball. I mean, these guys are making calls on the fly without the advantage of the camera at home that we have watching through the screen, or without the advantage of slow motion technology. So first of all, kudos to the refs that go out and give it their best every day. We have the best refs in any of sports, I believe, and we still need to improve on that. The league recognizes that, and I love the fact that everybody's doing it together.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Pass to Shamet. Over Rivers, and that one's good. Shamet's got 5. The Rockets have gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the third. Passes to McLemore. 3-pointer. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
To the paint. Here's Harrell. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And wow, you just have to love the motor on Montrezl Harrell when he's on the floor. Great on the glass, and he just plays with such a fire.
The first one falls. And with Harrell, you can see how his energy spreads to the rest of the team.
Reminds me a bit of what Fareed used to bring to teams. Harrell is also undersized, but boy, he makes up for it in so many ways.
And both free throws good for Harrell. And it's Harden with the ball for the Houston Rockets. The pass to Rivers from deep. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
Oh, it's big when Rivers connects from outside. Really helps space the entire floor for a squad.
Williams for 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Williams has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game, but you can see why after that sequence.
The 3 from Harden. Unable to get that one. Nice D from Williams. And here is Shamet. He's got 5. Harrell kicks to Williams. Just 5 to shoot. From deep. And it's Magruder missing.
Cold quarter for him. Ice cold. I mean, it may be time to give him a breather. Maybe someone off the bench can get him a spark.
Count that bucket.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Williams passes to Shamet. Outside, Green. Outside, Williams lets the 3 fly. Drops in the tray. Williams has got 6 here in this quarter.
And the 3-pointers is becoming a weapon for him now. You can see it. I mean, this is his 2nd of this half, 3rd overall.
Sefolosha finds Rivers. Harden outside. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Harden's got 31 points. And here's Los Angeles. Pass to Harrell. Back to Shamet. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for the Clippers. Patrick Beverley comes in for Rodney Magruder. The Rockets also changing it up. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Chandler. P.J. Tucker comes in for Sefolosha. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Austin Rivers. We've got 33 seconds left in the 3rd. And it's Westbrook missing. The Clippers shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Now, here's Shamet. He's covered by Westbrook. Harrell high post. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark. Right now, he's averaging about 19 points a game. The shot by Williams, no good. And Harden launches it from deep. And the last-second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Houston Rockets, up by 33 points as the buzzer sounds. A huge lead for them. And with as many 3-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. We'll return shortly. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Well, how about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Patrick Patterson. Then it's Robinson. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Zubac in at the 5. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. And Beverly kicks to Robinson. They get a hand on it. Pass to Leonard. Chris, I read this the other day, the NBA announcing the development of the BAL, the Basketball African League. They feel there's a lot of untapped potential there. I would tend to agree.
I'm so excited. I already put my name in the hat to go out there and work with and help develop these kids. Oh, yeah, I'm excited. I mean, just think about this. You want to know what type of talent is out there? Let's just start with Akeem. Then we go to Mutombo, Embiid. He's from Cameroon. How about Antetokounmpo, who has Nigerian parents? I mean, we can keep on going. How about Ibaka help find Siakam? Oh, my goodness.
Yes.
There's some talent out there, baby. And, yes, I'm excited for the BAL, the Basketball African League. Africa, stand up, baby.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. Both free throws good from Westbrook. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Leonard against Frazier. Leonard draws the double. And that one's good. Beverly.
And Kevin, when Beverly gets these shots inside, he's just remarkably efficient. He just has tremendous touch on these shots.
Westbrook with it. And Chris, underclassmen entering the draft, they can now hire agents, get help attending workouts, and still retain their eligibility. Do you like that move?
I love the move, Kevin. You know what it does? It helps less to fall by the wayside. So you come out of college, you don't know how good you are. You don't, it's based off ego, how hard you worked, family and friends telling you, go, get the money, but what's your testing ground? You don't know. You don't have a full context. So I love the fact that it lets you go out there and see, and if you have any trepidation, go back to school. You got another year. So, yes, I love this move.
Excellent. C-Web, excellent.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Now, here's Beverly. D right on him. It's rebounded by Houston.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
That's a nice play, getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
Yeah, he may just have to put a little more arc under that, but either way, it's a tough shot.
Three-pointer. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
And what confidence from Beverly squaring himself up as the pass was coming his way, so he was ready to fire.
Westbrook against Beverly. And now running up the court, Leonard pushing it up. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Well, you knew that Kawhi Leonard would be a huge name on the free agency market last summer, especially after winning his second Finals MVP.
And Kawhi let the pieces fall before making his decision. Was the last major free agent to choose where he was going to play. Ended up shaking up the NBA in the process by joining the Clippers.
And he knocks down the first one. Hey, Chris, for some guys, playing in their hometown is a dream. But there's also that added pressure, isn't there?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, at least when you play away from home, it's a little more quiet. You don't have to get as many tickets for the game. When I got a chance to play home in Detroit, it was one of the best moments of my life. And I thought to myself, this is a wonderful feeling, but could I have handled it for 15 years of my career? I don't know. That's 30 tickets a game. Oh, I probably would have to go back into the NBA again just to pay for those tickets. But I tell you what, it's fun. And for me, a mama's boy, eating your mama's cooking before a game, it is never, ever, I've never had a better feeling before a game. Eating her food and being able to go out and play.
I bet.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Yeah, D, like, that isn't going to get you back in the game. You have to stay connected to these shooters.
Pass to Robinson. Leonard trying to break free. Robinson misses.
The D making that layup look very uncomfortable for him. Good aggressive work down low.
House the pass to Clemens. Just 5 on the clock. Leonard with the steal. Now the Clippers moving it up. Leonard with the ball. Feeds it to Patterson.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Well, Mike D'Antoni, he's a legendary coach in this game. He's found success at almost every stop he's coached at, only missing the title to cement his legacy.
And that one misses. No luck that time either. Rockets have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. And with Mike D'Antoni, Chris, you can see his influence as a coach throughout the NBA.
Yeah, a lot of modern offenses borrow from things D'Antoni created. The up-tempo early offense is a product of his 7 seconds or less era. I mean, his imprint is all over the NBA.
Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Well, the pick didn't exactly neutralize the defender, but good concentration on the finish to still get the basket.
Chris, last season the Thunder became the final NBA team to reach an agreement for jersey sponsorships. Have you gotten used to seeing those patches on the various jerseys around the league?
You know what, Kevin? I have. And they're not as intrusive as I thought. I was,
Me too.
Man,
I agree.
Yeah, I was so scared of this. I thought it was going to ugly up the jerseys and be bigger than the team logo and things like that. But you know how great this league is when it comes to getting messages out to their fans and promotion. And so we've done a wonderful job. And actually some I really, really like how they fit the jersey, how the colors matches, and the history of the company, actually. So, no, I think they've done a great job kind of just making sure it just slides in there, not taking away the shine from the team.
And the pass to Clark. 6 on the shot clock. Here's House. And no good. Excellent D that time from Robinson. Nobody near Leonard. That 3 off the mark.
Did a lot of damage from three-point range in the first half, but so far in the second, he hasn't done a thing.
Clemens, guarded by Robinson. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Chris, it seems like some teams have been in rebuild mode for a long time. Is there a point at which the league should step in and maybe I don't know, take over or give them guidance?
You know, I really do. And not because it's necessarily the fault of the team, because, it's tough to win a championship. But to be a perennial bottom dweller, basement dweller, it's not good for the fans. And fans like myself, every year comes the first game, we think, hey, we could win a championship, we could do it. But, you know, our thought process is not based in knowledge. It's just based in our hope and will for the team. So you definitely want to keep teams straight. You want to keep them honest. And I think the league can find a way to step in but not step on the toes of ownership.
6 to shoot. Good work there as it goes.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
House, the pass to Hartenstein. Here's Clemens. Another miss by Houston. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Now, here is Robinson. It's blocked, and they'll keep possession. Out left to the wing, Mann. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Houston's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Here is House. Patterson defending. Clark, the pass to House. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
Here's Leonard. Got it. Good job in the low post. Leonard's got 23.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, that's why he's hot. He's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him with such consistency.
Here's House. Connects on the 9-footer. And it's the Clippers with the ball. Leonard on the wing. Pass to Mann. Here's Zubac. Frazier covering. Outside Leonard. Clock at 6. Here's Mann. It's rebounded by Houston. Hartenstein's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Clemens. Zubac defending. Pass to Hartenstein. He can't get that one. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. They swipe it. Here we go, 1-on-1. Passes it to Clemens. One negotiating concession the league wants from the Players Union: prospect attendance, Chris, at the draft combine and team-wide access to player physical.
Well, this is a tough one because I don't think that a team that is not interested in you should have your physical. And we all know that information is shared, and so it should be genuine in the teams that are truly interested. And so I understand agents holding back on that. Medical information is something very serious that just because you have an opportunity to be drafted, your information shouldn't be spread all across the world just because you're at a combine. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out, but basically you just want a level playing field for everyone. And if we have that, it'll be better for everyone.
And there's the pass to Cephalosha. Here's Hartenstein, and he's good on the 3-ball.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
Well, as long as they're hitting like this, how can you blame them? They're on a tear.
Pass to Patterson. Mann. Frazier covering. And Patterson kicks to Robinson. 5 to shoot. Launches a 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Robinson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, man, let's talk about it. The great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
And he knows it, too. He tried to get away with it. Sometimes you do. That time he didn't.
Got a piece of it, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. Zubac finds Robinson. Just 5 on the clock. Drops it in from 11 feet. Robinson's got 5 points now this quarter.
Kevin, that type of D, that's not going to get it done. I mean, he can't be giving up those kinds of shots.
Passes it to Clemens. And so Houston again turning it over.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
The pass to Mann. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Now, here's Zubac. He's tightly guarded, and yes, it's good.
And since he's wide open, he's got time to add a little style with the fadeaway.
And so it's Frazier. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Stolen by Robinson. Pass to Mann. Back to Robinson. Shot clock at 6. Can't cash in from close range.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Here's Hartenstein. Zubac defending, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Both shots good from the stripe. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Houston.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Russell Westbrook.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Mann passes to Robinson. Over Frazier. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You 2 players.
And so here is Houston. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, James. Congrats on the win. Looked like you guys really had a lot of confidence and really had a lot of flow offensively.
Yeah, we just tried to move the ball and make the game easy tonight. We did a great job of actually just guys getting shots, easy shots, and our defense really stepped up.
Yeah, great team performance all around, James. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.